Sky Kids, did you notice any difference? Fun facts, all the names of meeting rooms here at the TGC office are named after the levels of sky. It's a little way to keep the spirit around the office.
Over here, we sometimes hold big studio meetings or talks, and other times we will turn this space into a fun debate stage. Our team has also been organizing some Sky Assembly recently, and we'd love to connect with more of you across the world. Stay tuned for more information about that, and see you next time.
Learned a lot from them. They understand the Chinese audience really well. They did a great job at publishing and promoting Sky in China. I think they're incredibly creative, and I really enjoyed working with them. I started doing bouldering recently. I really like bouldering because bouldering is just really a sport about yourself. Like every time I go bouldering, I feel like I'm challenging myself. When I reach the top, it's like the most satisfying moment that I have.
How did you get to office today?
I rode my motorcycle. It was very windy and wet, actually. Happy time zones. I'm Brian. I'm the senior manager of cloud at that game company. The cloud space is very much one of those roles where if everything is going well, nobody knows you exist. It's very much the plumbing underneath Sky. If something breaks, though, you are the first person on people's minds. When I first got here, I was hired on as the live tech lead. Live ops tends to be quite reactive. In the cloud space, I get to be a little bit more proactive. I do miss live ops. It was very much an adrenaline rush. Oh no, there's a big problem for players. Let's go deal with it. The first thing is how the player feels. They need to know we understand exactly how painful it is for them. So they don't need us to pander to them or use corporate speak. I think the most memorable live incident that we had was players were stuck with the prayer emoji. I remember being in Discord with players for I think somewhere near 18 hours. Our community is just awesome, and our players went and actually laughed about it quite a bit, and I think there was some pretty funny content that came out of it as well. So the way that I wind down is I fly whenever I can. I have a plane that I bought and built. They require learning, they require focus. We have a saying in the pilot community, takeoff is optional, but landing is mandatory.
The development over the seasons was really fun. There were so many things that we had planned and couldn't actually deploy right away. Playing music together was something that really fleshed out much later in the game's development, but we already had an idea of it very early. Starting out, the game was really about bringing the players into the world of Sky. After a certain point, we really saw a need. Guitar and rock drums and more ambient sounds or synths in some of these other seasons, like Season of Sanctuary or Season of Performance, where yeah, your Sky Kid is performing, but it's really about the player also showing who they are, and having those modern instruments be there for them was really important and created a very cool sound along with everything that Sky had established up to that point.
Sky is originally a game about flying, but the Season of Abyss was the season we enhanced the dimension of the game from flying to swimming. Audio team really wanted players to feel like they can swim. really well in the game world. We actually had to invent new technologies to achieve this. That was very challenging, but very exciting and fun challenge to us.
I guess I feel like all the seasons were sort of challenging, but The Little Prince was probably the most difficult. The Little Prince had a very different character from all the Sky Kids and everyone else that the player had experienced. Making a theme for them that felt just right with the world and honoring how many generations of people their story has touched. That was actually really tough and kind of scary for me as a composer. I like to think that it's pretty good.
Music sheet system started from very interesting idea. Because the Sky is network game, players can sometimes struggle with delay of the sound. And the music sheet developed so that players can connect and express music with their friends in a real time. When we launched the game Sky, we were kind of believing that the music sheet system was finalized. But seeing the feedback or reaction from the community actually has enhanced, expanded how to use the music system. Now, players can use the instrument and music sheets to connect with other players, build friendship between spirits, or express their creativity beyond time or space.
I always liked the idea of music sheets, but at launch and with the earlier seasons, I didn't really have the relationship with music sheets that eventually the players were developing. As I saw players expressing their desire to have a stronger relationship with other players through the music sheets, that's when I realized I needed to do more. Give them more music, give them music that was more challenging, more expressive for not just what the world of Sky was, but for what they were doing as players within the world of Sky.
Our players, our Sky Kids, are a highly creative group of people, so they definitely influence what we create into the game. For instance, in Days of Sunlight, we built a set of sand castles, and I went to the level and I saw different kinds of creations. Players really provide their brain juice, and us, we provide them with props for each event. We want to keep the content fresh and exciting for players, even though it's the same topic. For instance, Days of Feast prior years was themed around the Christmas vibe, but in 2024, we had the story of Alice incorporated into the event, so we can have players falling down the rabbit hole, the book maze, so that's how the creation process changed.
We try to switch up the themes while keeping the same overarching themes. So for example, with Days of Bloom, we're able to choose a different type of flora to add to the world of Sky every year. We started with the cherry blossoms in Home, and now we're all the way here with sunflowers in Sunlight Prairie.
For Sky Anniversary, we try to have fourth wall breaking stuff for one of the year. We have the t-shirt, we flooded Avery as the giant swimming pool. We had the giant sky tower that people can climb on it. Both were pretty fun and meta for Sky.
Yeah, it is kind of special to break the fourth wall and be able to actually party with the Sky devs in the world of Sky too. And it's just a big celebration together to celebrate the world that we've created. My favorite event, I do have a soft spot for Days of Bloom because it is the first event that I got to work on. It used to be just me working on events as the concept artist and the modeler and implementing those cosmetics in the game. But now the team has grown so much where we have Joey now, we have concept artists dedicated, we have environment artists. So being able to see how far the event has come since I started working on it, it's like this is where I started and this is all that progression.
I actually had the same sentiment as you have. Days of Feast was the first event that I worked on. It was really joyful to see what I designed put into the game. And we actually brought back one of the designs from that year. In the past year of Days of Feast, concepts could be brought back again. If the topic and content is right, for instance, Nat had a really great idea of the sunflower umbrella, but the theme is not like the sunflower in that year. But this year we brought it back. It was so cute and players love it, so they will have its glory one day. We just cry at the corner and save it for future.
As for an event that I would like to see, I think it'd be really fun to do a bake-off.
Oh no, it's the same answer.
Oh no!
Days of cooking. I'm imagining take your friends and you go cut off the mushrooms on the trees and you make mushroom soups, cut off the flowers, turn them into pastries or stuff. Yeah.
You can make the best light pastry.
Yes.
Sky friends. Can I ask you to raise your stars for me for this one? Behind every colorful cape, every hand that you hold, that's a heartbeat, a dream, a name. As someone that cares deeply about self-expression and authenticity, I feel so grateful to experience a game that opens the doors to allow people to be their most authentic selves in the safest of spaces. To allow the light within you to truly shine. So what precious thing keeps me flying in Sky? Well, you that I've met years ago and I'm still wondering how you're doing. You who I am with currently, that I laugh with and make memories with in the present. And also the you that I am yet to meet and so excited to see. Friendship is at the heart of Sky. This game champions compassion. That is what keeps me flying in the skies. Happiest anniversary to Sky. Thank you to everyone that made this game what it is. See you in the skies, and never lose your light.
Hola Sky Kids, mi nombre es Azu. Nací en la temporada de Abismo. Llevo jugando 4 años. Empecé compartiendo pequeños momentos, capturando imágenes o grabando escenas que me parecían divertidas. Poco a poco fui encontrando mi estilo. Quería que mi contenido fuera de ayuda para la comunidad. Guiarte y hacerte sonreír. Hubo momentos en los que dudé, pero el cariño y el apoyo de los Sky Kids que me siguen me dieron ánimos y motivos. Hoy en día crear contenido de Sky se ha convertido en una de mis pasiones más grandes. Es mi forma de dejar mi huella en este lugar que tanto quiero y de conectar con personas de todas partes. Gracias por acompañarme en este viaje. Aún queda mucho por vivir y compartir. Bye bye.
I'm Guto, and you're probably wondering how I got here. To be honest, the beginning wasn't too difficult for me. I learned the ropes quickly and fell in love with the hilly forest. But I realized that Sky is really about connections. And in my first month, I met an amazing Brazilian player named Mia. She became my best friend and taught me almost everything I know about the world of Sky. She introduced me to the Brazilian community, and I started creating videos about Sky. In less than 2 months, people are loving my videos. That's when I created the Surfer do Céu, a community where new and veteran players could make friends and share how special Sky can be. Together, we became something much bigger than I ever imagined. And long after I joined Sky Creator Troop, like, oh my god, Sky literally changed my life in last 1 year. For me, Sky is a place full of amazing friendships. I'm sure I've met someone special too. So, what makes Sky special to you?
Let's take a look. No, I can craft.
Name one thing you've made.
A sandwich?
And how was that a Skycraft?
It was built with love and empathy.
That's not.
And care.
No, that's still not.
It was emotional.
An emotional sandwich. Okay, moving on. Please welcome the presenter of our first category of the night, Chelsea Lemmer.
Hello, Sky Kids. I'm Chelsea from the player support team. In my free time, I create crafts inspired by Sky. I made this cape, and seeing how much you all connected with it meant the world to me. I know the time, care, and passion it takes to bring these creations to life. Please help me welcome the nominees for Best Craft. Congratulations!
Performances, guides, and the moments of kindness across the community. You continue to happily surprise us with your creativity, as does the way you bring warmth and humanity into the world of Sky. Sky does not truly come alive until players fill it with their own stories, feelings, and connections. It's why we are so happy to keep celebrating all of you tonight. This year marks a very special milestone for us as well. In addition to Sky celebrating its 7th anniversary, that game company is celebrating 20 years as a studio. For 2 decades, we've followed one guiding light. We believe games have the ability to unite people, can evoke feelings of compassion, wonder, and connections in ways that are difficult to express anywhere else. As Sky continues to grow, we strive to listen carefully to what players want. This past year, we introduced many improvements, inspired directly by the community feedback. One of the biggest examples is the presence system. Presence has helped make the world feel warmer, while giving the player more ways to find friends, interact, and feel part of the living community. We also reimagined how players interact with spirits, so those connections now feel more emotional and thoughtful rather than transactional. And we added more tools for the self-expression, including the AR camera and the improvements to our shared content system with multiplayer shared memory and new creation opportunities, including the drone camera. We also know that improving the overall experience of playing the game is just as important as new updates. That is why we established a dedicated quality of life team solely focused on improving the player experience. Whether that's the update to the social space and group travel, music organizations, portrait mode, or aviary improvements. This work is all about making Sky feel smoother, more inviting, and more enjoyable for everyone. And we are continuing this work into the future. We have so many exciting plans for Sky this year. We are particularly thrilled to be working on the Vincent van Gogh-inspired season called Dear Van Gogh. Get ready, this season will launch this Friday, July the 17th. Thank you all for making Sky what it is today, and thank you for being on this journey with us. And now, it's time to celebrate some of the creators who helped define this past year in our community through the Content of the Year category.
To present this final category, please welcome that game company's CEO and Creative Director, Genova Chen.